Hey guys, how's it going? It's Richard Plunkett here from the Puppet Geek, and today we're taking a look at Google's new battery Nest doorbell. Now, I picked this up recently because I was in the market for a doorbell. Now, I've been in the market for a while for a doorbell because a lot of them, personally, I know they have a purpose, but they just didn't look that nice. They just look so bulky. They just looked like they just didn't fit. And then when Google announced their new Nest doorbell and the new Nest cameras, I really dig the design. Now, even though this design is a lot bigger than Google's original Nest doorbell, I really like it. I really dig it. Now, this is the battery model. You can wire it up as well. And one of the other reasons why I picked this up was Google had a promotion going on here in Australia that was when you did pre-order the Google Nest doorbell or their camera, you did get a free Google Hub as well, which I thought was pretty good deal. Now, at the time, the Google Hub was retailing for about $150, which was the version 2 model. And, the Nest doorbell here in Australia, mind you, was going for about $329. I think $329, $319, I can't remember off the top of my head, which is quite a lot for a battery doorbell. Now, there are such products like Eufy and stuff where you can pick up a wireless doorbell with their hub for about $250 or something like that, which is also significantly a lot cheaper. And Eufy being the module of, don't have to pay anything extra, everything is all local and all that stuff. So that's one of the other options out there. But again, didn't really dig the design, really like the Nest doorbell. Am I locking myself into Google's ecosystem? Probably so, especially with their subscription. But I didn't feel like I'm going to need that stuff, and their free module at the moment seemed really interesting as well. If you know anything about their features and stuff, because everything is all done locally, it's a little bit faster, and they can do a few things in there that offers a little bit better features for the user who might not want to pay that extra cost, especially if you're just using the doorbell. Possibly if you do have the Nest cameras, then maybe you want to go down that route. Okay, let's take a look inside the box and we'll set it up as well while I give you my first impressions. And then in a week or so, I'll give you my full review after I've had some time to play around with it, play with the different settings, and also the benefits that we get, using the free features of, the Google Nest, whatever it's called. So taking a first look at it outside the box, it's really sleek. The matte finish is really nice. I really wish here in Australia that we got the other colors. I'm a bit disappointed that the only option we have is just white. White is really nice. It's sleek, but I feel like this might go, like the color might go off after a long time. So I might have to see how that holds up. Button, really nice, really easy to click. Charging port here on the back, USB-C, which is nice. I believe that's the magnet to hold it, I assume. And I believe you can actually, so I think this here is, I think so, I could be wrong, is where you can hardwire this in as well. You can hardwire this in, but you don't get the benefit of 24-hour monitoring, which I think is a real drawback. And that's one of the things that I've been hearing on forums and, different websites and stuff and reviews, that even if you did hardwire it, you don't get 24-hour streaming, which is really bizarre. Hopefully they can update that in software updates. I assume so, they can do that. Don't know why they would restrict that, but hence one of why the other options that I really like being, because it's wireless, and for what I need it for, I think it's going to do a great job. So let's see what else we're getting here. Pretty standard stuff with any Google product that connects to their home app. Download the app, plus scan the QR code, away you go. So you got your mounting bracket here as well. As you can see, I've just sort of put it on just to show you an example. It's not magnet, I'm stupid. It just works like so. As you connect it, then you've got this little key right here that you just pop in, and then that just pops out like so. Now, you obviously do need that key to sort of pop it out. Google does say that if this does get stolen and provided with the police report, they'll replace it for free, which is a nice little thing that they'll do. Then obviously you've got your sort of side mounted bracket here also, which is included. Again, that's a little nice touch. Depending on where you have it on your door, you might want to sort of have it if it's slightly angled, you can position it in a way that's that has it there so it's tilted a little bit. So that's nice. So I'm just setting up the wedge right here just to get the right angle, because I found out I have to use the wedge just to get the right view that I'm pretty happy with. The guide here that Google gives is really great when you're setting up. It's really step by step, which makes it super easy. So let's go ahead and set this up. You're happy with? Just going to mount this now, which should be pretty straightforward. Should just click into place. Great. And you would really have to pull out of this for it to come out. Already I can see here Google's giving me a notification that person's been detected. So you will get the option to trial Nest Aware for free, especially when you purchase a new product from Google. I recommend if you just have the doorbell, don't. Here we go, all the detections are coming through because of the camera. I recommend not doing that and just seeing if the free version is enough for you. Otherwise, if you feel like you need the Nest Aware, then by all means go for it. It's not that expensive, and it's well worth it if you do have Nest cameras. Great, well done. So let's head back inside and see how this goes.
Someone's at the front door doorbell too.
So as you can hear, this is the sound quality that I'm speaking at, I would say half a meter distance. We live on quite a busy street here, so it'll be interesting to hear as a car goes by and if you can hear that. But obviously that's not always going to be the case as well. So I'm just looking at the reference point right here. It looks pretty good. You can see everything. You can see the full person in view, which is really great. And I can sort of see them creep around our footpath, which we're in the making. Okay. It actually got pretty dark pretty quickly, and it's actually all of a sudden raining. Typical Melbourne. So this is the night vision quality in, I wouldn't say pitch black darkness, because we've got a couple of street lamps around the corner. We've got some light coming from the front windows as well. But also we've got the infrared lights from my porch camera as well. So it'd be interesting to see how much of that, absorbs around here and adds some more light. I don't actually have any light on in this area at this moment, so it'll be really interesting to see how much of my facial features that you can see, and possibly in the full review we'll test also having that porch IR lights off as well, just to see how much light we're actually getting from the doorbell itself.
Okay, so a couple of things to note is that the audio quality is pretty good. I'm quite impressed with it. And a couple of other things also is that, the auto brightness I thought was a bit iffy. I'm not too sure if just because the lighting conditions was a bit overcast, so it's just trying to sort of figure out what's the best lighting position. So it'll be interesting to see how that sort of changes over the course of the days. But overall, I'm pretty impressed with it. Also, it works with your Google Hub, so full integration is really great. Hey Google, show me front door. And you saw,
Streaming the front door doorbell too.
just takes a couple of seconds. There we go. Pretty great. And you saw as well when you hit the ring, when you hit the doorbell, it will go to or announce the video, because I have that option on, and it goes to all the hubs, shows you a preview, and then you can interact with it. I thought that's also really nice. I probably will turn that off because I can see that getting a bit annoying for some other people around the house. And then you have a bunch of features in the app itself, which we'll take a little bit deeper look into, that you can turn on and off, different motion triggers and stuff, and different sort of bit rates that you can sort of make a maximum quality or minimum quality, or motion triggers as well. Just going to turn that off. And it all depends on how you're going to be using the camera and how much emotion or how much footage you actually want to keep out of it. Again, it doesn't record 24/7, which I think is a huge drawback to people who want to have it wired. But for my purpose, I think the free sort of Nest Aware is fine, the 3 hours. So I think that's what people are finding a little bit confusing, is that like it only records 3-hour batches. So if you had a lot of 3 hours motion detection in the middle of the night, you're going to lose that by the morning, unless you had Nest Aware Plus or whatever it's called. So you're going to weigh up your options there, see what works best for you. Because I've got a porch camera, I think that's fine. I've got 24-hour recording on that, so I'm still going to see everything. It just means I might lose something if something happens in the middle of the night. Okay, so I'm going to let the doorbell do its thing and come back to you guys in a week. Thanks again for tuning into this video. I hope this video helped you understand a little bit and first impressions, at least my first impressions of the doorbell itself. I'm pretty impressed with it, but it might just be, a little bit of excitement of a new product and playing around with it and everything. Also, I should note that Google didn't send this product out for review. I completely purchased this myself, and no one's reviewing this video before it goes out. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a week. See ya. Bye.
Hello.
Hi, it's Richie here. Is anyone home?
Get off my property!
Okay, bye.
Intruder! 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 Get off! Get off my property!
It actually sounds pretty good. Like I can hear that really clearly. Can you hear
Get
me?
off my property, creepy old man.
Can you hear me clearly?
Say hi.